Hey guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today in the Ask SSM video series, got a quick email from a subscriber. He's writing in because he was hoping that I could expand on what I meant about not becoming like Chad and Tyrone, the bad boys, however, having qualities like Chad or Tyrone to help you become a stronger, better version of yourself. He's confused that I tell guys don't be like Chad and Tyrone because they're typically a-holes, and yet you tell guys to do this or not do this and this, and in his mind, acting like Chad and Tyrone. So he wanted to know if I could explain what I meant and the difference and all that. So I will go through his quick email and try my best to explain that and help any confused guys out. So it says here, hey SSM, first let me say that I'm a huge fan of your channels, and I've been for almost 2 years now. I appreciate the stories that you share and the work that you do to help the RP guys all over the world. This email is intended for your Ask SSM channel. The question I have needs some context, so here it goes. You consistently keep telling guys to not be Chad or Tyrone, but from my perspective, it seems like you advocate a lot of things that look like Chad or Tyrone behavior. Things like never getting married, not taking women seriously, putting yourself first, walking away, and sleeping around. My question to you, SSM, is this. What is the difference between Chad and Tyrone behavior versus what you advocate for? Again, I love your work, and I'm genuinely curious to hear your thoughts on this. Hope everything is going well, and keep up the good work. Sincerely, Ross. Well, Ross, I hope at the end of this video, I'll be able to help you out. So, guys, yes, I can see where he has a little confusion here, and he can't be the first. So, I don't want guys... Chad and Tyrone is the joking nickname for essentially the bad boys, okay? And I don't want typically bad boys are assholes, okay? They're usually ranging from guys that just really have nothing going on for them, are jerks, people that as guys you really wouldn't want to associate with or hang out with. Oftentimes, if they have a job, if it's a crappy one, aren't going anywhere in life, sometimes have a police record, or they're flat out thugs and criminals, and yet the women chase after them, okay? I don't want any guy to have a criminal record or a police record, or be thugs and criminals, or have crap jobs or no job, or living with their freaking mom when they're 45 years old and have nothing going on for them and are just dishonorable people. I don't want anybody to be like that. But Chad and Tyrone, the bad boys, do have some qualities that I want guys to have so they can have a backbone and a spine. The most common trait in all these stories I go over, both from the crazy stories that are sent to me for the They Did What channel to stories you guys write in about your personal lives, is that all the guys are just too weak. Guys are acting weak, too nice, okay? Pushovers, spineless. The women walk all over them. Women do not respect weakness. And let's be honest here, men don't respect weakness either. And the bad boys aren't weak. Bad boys always stand up for themselves. The bad boys don't take shit from anybody. The bad boys put themselves first. So I want to help guys be good men, good honorable men, old school honorable men that we can be proud of, but stand up for themselves. You know, somebody disrespects them, whether it be their girlfriend or their people at work or anybody on the street, they stand up for themselves. Nice guys, your typical nice guys, don't do that. You know, they're so afraid they'll offend the girl and she'll leave them. They'll be so afraid they'll offend anybody, and, you know, they want to rock the boat. You know, nice guys never check anybody, or most of the time they don't. Also, a lot of guys, let's see here, he broke it down here, never get married, never take women seriously, putting yourself first. Putting yourself first. Guys, you must put yourself first in life, okay? Because nobody else is going to do it for you, okay? And nice guys typically always put the girl first, all her wants and needs first, and he sacrifices for himself, because that's the bullshit you see in the movies, and he ends up being miserable. And women know when you're not happy, and when they see you deliberately don't take care of yourself for her, makes them lose respect for you, and bullshit follows. You must always put yourself first, guys, because if you don't, nobody else is going to do it. And it doesn't mean you're a jerk about it. It's just that, hey, I'm going to take care of me and do what's best for me. Another thing is, like I said before, checking women, or just checking people in general. Nice guys are most nice guys, no backbone, pushovers, they're terrified of checking people. They're terrified of rocking the boat, like I said earlier. And those are the two things, the biggest difference between bad boys and nice guys. Chad or Tyrone, the nice guy. They don't put themselves first, and they don't check anybody. You do those two things, that will help you become a stronger man, move you forward in life. So there's nothing wrong with doing that. It doesn't make you a low life or Chad or Tyrone. Another thing he said here, walking away. I tell you guys, don't ever fight with women. Don't ever engage their drama when they want to pick fights and argue with you, because you're not going to win. Because they're going to talk in circles and get emotional and throw shit. Well, some will. When you're not dealing with a rational person solving a problem. And in that instance, you do walk away. If she's willing to communicate with you like a freaking adult, then okay, you don't walk away. But if she's yelling and screaming and disrespecting you, particularly in public, whoosh, you walk. End of story. And some guys have said, SSM, I've heard this in the comment section, if she's throwing a fit and you walk away, she may just go cheat on you because she's mad at you. Then let her cheat. Then you learned everything you know. And you end it with her. If that's who she is, that says everything you need to know. She did you a favor. But you always walk away if somebody's treating you like that. And that isn't just with women, it's in life. Okay? Or what else did they say? Sleeping around. Now, Chad and Tyrone are going to nail anything that moves, pretty much. And they pretty usually can, because women are drawn to the Chad and Tyrone bad boys. Now, there was a time and place I thought, hey, guys, go hook up with everything in the world, no problem whatsoever. But I've changed that, honestly. Because as I've gotten older, I've realized that's a colossal waste of your time, your money. I mean, dudes that are juggling 5 girls, while you can say that's cool and all, you get to a point in your life when you get older and realize, you know how much time you're spending doing that, and how much money you're spending keeping those girls interested, or what you can be using that time to pursue your goals, your purpose, your ambition. Not to mention you're setting yourself up to get one of them pregnant, catch a disease. So no, I don't advocate for that, not anymore. I don't mind if you have a girlfriend or whatever, if she's earned it and you're not getting too attached and you're applying these principles, but not hooking up with every girl in sight. I don't agree with that. What else? Never getting married. Well, Chad and Tyrone are going to get married, and given the world we're in right now, given how men are, as you are well aware, in the family courts and all, treated like second-class citizens and get raked over the coals, it really isn't a very good deal for a man to get married nowadays. And again, that doesn't make you like Chad and Tyrone. It's just that you're protecting yourself. And the time comes in the future where the family courts, the laws towards men are much more fair in situations like divorces and things like that. Then perhaps with a traditional gal who's great and everything, then that could be a little different. But right now, it's a very tough environment for a guy. I mean, it's like investing in a company that you got a divorce is like over 50%, right? And the odds are you're going to get raked over the coals, particularly if you're in a no-fault divorce state. So that'd be like putting money in an investment that there's a more than 50% chance you're going to get crushed on that. All right, that's not a very smart idea. So it doesn't make you a lowlife or Chad Tyrone type if you're not interested in marriage. You can do relationships if you want, and you can come and go as you please if it doesn't work out. So it's not a very great idea. Now, I know there are guys that are going to get married anyway because their religion, their culture, they really want a family, and they'll have all this knowledge to help them screen and vet gals to make sure they're the right one. They'll take years to get with her, as I advise. They'll really see what she's like with money and finances and communication and what her friends are like and her family like, all the things to protect themselves, and hopefully they'll have a good marriage, and they got to take care of themselves and take care of her and vice versa, but you get the point. But just to get married just for the sake of game, it's a bad idea nowadays. You really have to really take your time. And how many stories have guys written in that have learned the hard way, And there's just so many other things. So I really want to help guys really make something of themselves in this world. One, because that way they can have a much happier, fulfilled life. They'll be when a guy finds what his purpose is, and everybody that's different, when they're pursuing that and can actually make a living doing that, they feel amazing. And when you feel amazing, you don't allow bullshit in your life like in all these stories. And while you're dedicating your time to being successful and amazing and make something of yourself, you also check people. That's not a problem. You put yourself first to get where you want to be because nobody else is going to do it. You don't rush into relationships. You're not going to get married unless you've done all the things I said. And so these aren't bad negative qualities. So I don't want anybody to be like the Chad and Tyrone type because, like I said, they're usually either thugs or criminals or have minor records, and they're usually losers. And they're the type of people you just want to beat the shit out of when you see them, and you all know what I'm talking about here. And yet the girls are drawn to them. So if you have certain traits that the bad boys have, that can be that could help you, okay, without being the scumbag. So that's what I'm trying to make a point. And I think I would imagine after me explaining this, now you understand. And a lot of guys may have been confused, now understand this. So it's finding the sweet spot, the happy medium between the bad boy and the nice guy. But the most important thing, like I said, the difference between bad boys and your typical nice guys, bad boys always check women on their bullshit when they're disrespecting them. And I mean genuine disrespect. I don't mean like stupid shit, you know. And of course, they put themselves first. But a lot of guys are so conditioned from... They've been raised by their mamas to be these perfect gentlemen because the moms were jerked around by the bad boys, and then they get hurt, or they what was the other thing I was going to say? Or society molds them to be the perfect gentleman, to throw their jacket down on a puddle so the girl can walk over it, you know, because she want to get her feet dirty. That type of bullshit. No, it's a bad idea. You find the happy medium, and then you're going to be okay. That's all I want you guys to do, you know. And the more guys do that, because again, like I said, the most common theme to all these stories is the guys acting like weak little bitches, okay? And again, you got a hell of a lot of single MOMs out there raising their sons, you know, because of course the unfair courts have them go with the mom instead of the father. Like I told you about why I don't encourage marriage unless you do a thorough process with her. And they're raised to be these little gentlemen. And the moms may love their sons, want to provide for them, want the best for them, but they don't get it. A lot of them, they don't get what they respond to emotionally. And then these boys raised to be perfect gentlemen are treated like shit. And this is what we have today. Meanwhile, if they had a man around who got it and taught him to do these things, he would grow up to be a man who wasn't a scumbag or a criminal or a lowlife. But he would stand up for himself. He'd be doing well in life, take care of himself, his family, people he cares about, but still doesn't take shit from anybody. So that is a very long 12-minute explanation to your question. I hope I covered it all, and that all makes sense. So, all right, guys, that is it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me just think about this. And if you have any questions, email me. Let me know in the comments section or email me, and I'll definitely elaborate more on this particular thing. But I think y'all got the point. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.